Aries, a very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. Those of you new here, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. And to all my personal clients, I know you watch these videos. Let's have a look. Aries, so this is your March reading, all right? The first 2 weeks of March, 1st to the 15th, 2025. And let's have a look. What's going down for you? What's on the horizon? Energies around you, these kind of things. Just a check-in. So, Aries, I hope your healing is still going well. After, you had met people, places and things that just weren't in line with who you are as a person, your morals and values, and just your willingness to work on situations, all right? So let's have a look. Aries. Okay, not even going to go with that card. All right, Aries. Look, great. Center of your reading, the sun. This is like clarity. This is happiness. If it's about love, this is a great card for love. But the sun, it really is a card of, it's like the sun coming up after, you've been through stormy weather, It's great, Aries. All right, the challenge? All right, the challenge is still a little bit of healing, all right? The challenge is to have hope that, there is a better day, Aries. So it looks like you're getting clear on your healing of what needs to heal. Some of you, it might have been, past coping mechanisms, all these kind of things, which led you to, attract certain kind of people, places and things into your life, all right, which weren't necessarily the best for you, all right, Aries? So, look, the reason why it's all happening, you're coming out of your head. You're getting very clear, Aries, and it's been going on for months for you guys that, you're not prepared to stand for anything that doesn't fall in line with, making your life easier and happier, all right? It's great, Aries. Right, recent past, you might have been, energetically, it's hard to walk away. It takes, those of you that were in, long-term relationships and marriages and all these kind of things, all right? I think they say that it takes almost half that time to fully heal, once you've been in, a pretty serious relationship or anything like that, all right? It's hard to walk away energetically, we still carry a little bit of that around us, all right? So, look, your focus, all right? You're not committing to anything, Aries. You're not like the old Aries where, you really go for it and you really put your all into things. You might be switching up and doing things differently. So the Hierophant talks about, traditionality, traditional ways of doing things. So it's the tried and tested, if that makes sense. So your focus is you're doing things differently now, okay? Okay, what you don't see coming towards you, Aries, right? We got the Seven of Pentacles, all right? So this is all about, your healing, the inner work that you've done, really looking at life and, what, bloody hell, I've been through hell and, I want to turn things around. What you don't see coming towards you is a harvest, Aries, all right? So all the hard work that you've been putting in, and I know healing is boring, how many more lessons do I need? All right, your energetic field, High Priestess in reverse. So the High Priestess, she's quiet. She keeps things to herself. She's not really outspoken, all-seeing, all-knowing, all right? And in your previous readings, it was about becoming the High Priestess. In reverse, if it's your energetic field is, some of you might not be trusting your intuition, all right? Just watch that. If something's off, it probably is, Aries. But, if I look at this as your energetic field, it's about you're not willing to be quiet and let things slide. So the High Priestess, it's like, I'm no longer staying quiet. I'm going to speak up and speak about my boundaries and be unapologetically me. It's like people can only abuse us, all right? I use that word very loosely, but that could be with our time, our care and attention, even a place of work, if we give them permission, okay? And the High Priestess is, there is no permission. I'm going to speak up and speak up for my rights. Show up or don't show up. Show up correctly or don't show up. The terrible. Show up correctly or don't show up at all, Aries. All right, brilliant. Outside influences, Queen of Cups here. Some of you, this might be a mother figure, might be quite important to you, but the Queen of Cups, what's affecting all this is, you're turning your emotional state upright because you've got some clarity, Aries. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy. All right, she's not overly emotional. She's not very forthcoming with her emotions. However, she's very sensitive and she's very loving. And this is what's influencing this reading. All right, so your emotional state is looking good, Aries. It's good. Okay, your fears, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's a fear of yours, Aries, still, that you don't really want to put too much work into things that, aren't really taking you on a journey, taking you forward in life. The Knight of Pentacles goes very slow. The Knight of Pentacles, he crosses the T's and dots the I's, okay? So it's a fear of yours that, well, I don't want to work on anything that is not moving me closer to my goal. And what is the goal, Aries? I think everyone's goal is to be at peace and, to find loving, caring relationships and happy work environments, these kind of things, all right? So it's a fear of yours, I don't want to put too much work in, all right? Outcome for you guys, major change. We've got the World, all right? This is completing a cycle, Aries. So a lot of you guys that have been through, pretty tough times, and it's been going on for quite some time, Aries, you're coming out of that now. We've got the World. So in tarot, it's the story of the Fool, the story of consciousness, if you like. The Fool goes through life, goes through a cycle, learning all of these lessons, and then comes to an ending and starts again, but with all the previous knowledge and the wisdom that he's learned in the last cycle. So major change ahead for you, Aries, all right, throughout March. Let's have a look now. Let's go a little bit deeper with this. Why is the Sun here, all right? Great work, Aries. I think this has come, a lot of you, it's come through, this healing, which you may have got really pissed off with, like thinking, when's it ever going to end? Why do I keep meeting the same people, places, and things? And I'm not moving forward in life, and it's detracted from your own abundance, Aries. But, it looks like it's coming to fruition, all right? You're going to start to see fruits of your labor, Aries, okay? So why is the Sun here? Look, Aries, you're starting to, throughout March, you're going to start to feel optimistic, all right? We've got the Three of Wands here. Some of you guys, there might be some kind of relationship, inverted commas, at a distance, just for some of you, all right? Or you might get clarity around a long distance relationship. But for many of you guys, it's the Sun is coming out after the storm, and it's like, I'm starting to feel optimistic again about life, all right? Challenge, all right? So the challenge was, healing, Aries. We know it takes time and everyone works at different speeds. Some of you are healing from divorces, just saying. Others of you, it's a challenge to believe in yourself again. We can internalize things when they go wrong and we get hurt. We can internalize them, and beat ourselves up. So it's been a challenge, all right, to heal from injustice, Aries. All right, but the reason why it's all happening, we've got the Chariot in reverse, all right, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is coming out of anxiety and worries, these kind of things, about things not moving ahead at the speed. It can be just about your healing, guys, coming out your head thinking, I should be over this by now. So it's like an awareness within you, Aries, that, yeah, God, I've been through hell, but you know what? I accept that. I've been through hell. So the only way is up, all right? So this is the kind of energy here, the reason why it's all happening. You're coming out of anxiety about why things don't move ahead and those kind of things, all right? All right, in the recent past, you found it hard to walk away, some of you guys, from, something that was, you thought was quite special once upon a time, but I don't want to focus on the past, all right? But it would still linger, Aries, you would agree, the harder it is to get over something, the more it meant something to you. Did it mean the same to the other person? Well, that's in doubt, right? Sometimes. Okay, look, some of you guys, your focus, some of you might have given up on love and the story of the one, right, Aries? But your focus is, you're going to be a little bit more non-traditional. You're switching things up here. We've got the Empress in reverse. You're not going to treat anyone, you're not going to start projecting all of your fantastical thinking onto people, so you're actually, it seems like the end of innocence, but in a good way. So you're not going to be projecting, oh, this could be the one, all these kind of things. It really is like getting people to expose themselves to you in jobs, in life, in every area of your life. It's like, it comes in measured time, rather than saying, oh yeah, this is perfect, and I think I just met my soulmate, and all these kind of things. Oh, it's the perfect job for me. You're not going to be so rash in, having so many expectations, Aries. I don't think. In March, you're going to be about let me see how this goes, all right? And then I'm going to check in with myself and go, is this really working? So rather than fantastical thinking or projecting that, this person, this place, this thing is amazing, let's see how it goes, all right? What you don't see coming towards you, Aries, all right? So we've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is like waiting for your harvest, okay? And then we got the Six of Wands in reverse. So the Six of Wands in reverse is like a lack of victory, lack of being noticed. So what you don't see coming is you're not walking around the world in March hoping to be noticed, Aries. It really is. You might feel a little bit, take me as you find me, I mean what I say and I say what I mean. That kind of energy where you're prepared to be disliked throughout March, which is great, all right? It's like the end of people pleasing. You're not, giving too much in order to be liked. That's really what that is. It's like, take me as you find me. Okay, so your energetic field is, all right, highly spiritual. We got the Hermit, two major arcanas, all right? High Priestess in reverse, and then the Hermit. So it really is outspoken, but having one foot in the wisdom well, Aries. Does that make sense? So it's like, one foot in your emotions and then the other foot in your logic and, speaking up, not, letting things slide, but having one foot in the wisdom well. So that's a great combination of cards. I like it for you. All right. Outside influences. All right. A bit stuck around love and emotions. Maybe your emotions have been like a blockage around your emotions, Aries, right? Which has affected that. But, maybe you've been in that state to be blocked, emotionally in order to heal. All right. So other things will come to light outside of emotions. Does that make sense? If we've been emotionally challenged, we can start to look at other areas of our life, and everything kind of like spills into one. It's not compartmentalized. So outside influence for you is you've been stuck emotionally, and when we're stuck emotionally, every area of our life can take a little bit of a beating. Does that make sense? All right. You are a fear of yours, Aries, is you don't really want to put any work into anything unless it is, you feel it on a deeper level. The Ace of Cups here, it's a brand new beginning. So a lot of you guys, you might have found it hard to walk away from people in the past. Now you're not outstaying your welcome as you once did, Aries, and it's like I'm not putting work into anything unless this feels like something pretty special, which is going to be measured in time. So you will go throughout March really looking at people's actions, not words, these kind of things. All right, so Aries is switching up, all right, and your healing is really paying off. And it's the end, there's an end with the world, right? In the upright, this is changing and switching up, overgiving, Aries, right? We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse here. This is like the end of non-reciprocity. So you're not wanting to put any work into anything unless you feel that, this is reciprocal and this is something kind of special. All right. If we're talking about love, all right. But this is just, if we're talking about just, Aries, it's a reading for you guys, all right? This is like not putting any work into anything. You realize that, you've got to fill your own cup first, okay? It's great. Aries, I'm really liking this for you. So let's have a look. I just want to clarify that, all right? So we've got the Sun and the Three of Wands, all right? What is that all about? A little message around that. And that's about getting clarity, feeling optimistic again, Aries, all right? After you feel maybe a little bit down and, pissed off and bored with healing. And here we go, another lesson. I don't need any more lessons, But now, the sun is, I can see clearly now the sun. What's that song? I can see clearly now the rain has gone. All right, that's come out before for you, I think. All right, imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And so it came out in reverse, guys. And so you're getting optimistic Aries throughout March, all right? Where remember I was saying to you, you're not going to be projecting fantastical thinking and all of the good things that you want to see in somebody. You're not going to project them onto them, okay? And you're not going to let your imagination run wild, all right? Which is great. So that's like really realistic, and grounded, ways of looking at people, places, and things and go, yeah, on the surface looks great, but is it in line with what I want? Is this taking me forward? Is the chariot moving, or is it, still the Knight of Pentacles, not moving anywhere? Let's have a look, Aries. What is this all about? Okay, optimism. As I say, some of you, some clarity around a long distance relationship, just for some of you Aries. Let's have a look. Okay, Aries, look, we've got here, all right. I've no idea as to why you were interested in me. And it just falls in line with what I was saying, no fantastical thinking. You get clear as to why people are interested in you. For those people, that kind of like have ulterior motives or hidden agendas, you're going to start very, very clearly. And it's going to give you a certain amount of optimism that, the High Priestess, I'm outspoken. All right, I've got one foot in the wisdom well at all times. I see you coming. And that's in like even job offers, and work and these kind of things. You're just going to smell disingenuous behavior. Because it's the end areas of you, overgiving, outstaying your welcome to maybe people that used to have ulterior motives in the past, hidden agendas, all right? So March looks great in growth. And I'm talking about, it's not all about love, guys, but it really is about, life in general. Everything is relationship in life. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, we're always in relationship with many people. But Aries, you're switching up, you're changing. You are prepared to be disliked. No, that's the end of people pleasing. All right. And it really is for March. It might be the culmination of all the hard work that you've done in the past, where new cycles, all right, beginning again with a sense of not caring what other people think about you. The only opinion that is important, Aries, and this is the realization you might have throughout March, the only opinion of me that's important is my opinion of myself. Okay. Right, dreams. Fleetwood Mac might be a song. Aries, check out the lyrics. Pay attention to your dreams, certainly. Dreams, Fleetwood Mac. Players only love you when they're playing. That's a line that pops out for me in that. So you're going to see disingenuous people, Aries, coming a mile off. You're not going to be projecting on, fantastical rainbows and unicorns onto people. You're going to measure it in time and see how it goes, So it's like the end of expectations. Does that make sense? Okay, trust and receive. Amazing work. Your persistence is paying off. Trust the process and expect to receive very soon. Aries, it's been coming out in your reading. So much healing has gone on with you guys throughout the last, I'd say, 6 months. You're going to start to see the fruits of your labor now. Okay. Even if you haven't got any outward success, Aries, you've got the success within you because now you no longer overgive, overstay. I think it really is a culmination of all the hard work that you've done. If this is about love, let's have a look for March. A message about love for you guys. Great work, Aries. Brilliant. I'm one of your biggest fans. So many of my personal clients are Aries people, and they're just amazing people. Let's have a look. Aries. Okay, it is safe for you to love. In reverse, okay? And what that actually means, the way I'm reading that in this reading, it's all about not projecting onto people, where you think that their SHIT doesn't stink, right? Don't project any fantastical thinking onto people or, elevating them, putting them on pedestals, Aries. I think it's the end of that for you. You're not committing to anything. You just, you're sitting back eating popcorn, just watching people expose themselves to you, but with always one eye in the wisdom well, So one foot in the wisdom well and the other in your logic. So you're starting to be very balanced, Aries, and it looks like March is a month of clarity and optimism. okay? And you're going to find it in the strangest way, by not caring what other people think about you. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I mean, the only opinion that should matter to you throughout March, Aries, is your own opinion of yourself. So you can look in the mirror and go, you know what, I'm a good person. And that's all you need to know. So Aries, look, I hope you enjoyed that. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. If you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. In the meantime, Aries, take great care of that. You know, if you want to reach out for a personal reading, you can do through moderntarot.net or browse the YouTube Modern Tarot store, and I'll do my best to help you. But it looks great. Continuation of healing, but you are going to start to see some internal results, okay, and not care so much about other people's opinions of you. And I think that is the end of overgiving, outstaying your welcome because you want to keep it moving. And it's got to be in line with your balanced emotions, all right? And the Ace of Cups. Nothing, you don't want anything less than, Aries. And that's you throughout March. First 2 weeks. Take it easy, and I'll see you again here for another reading. Bye now.